Australia has a long tradition of radio announcers who have distinguished themselves over the years, but none can quite match Betty North, who first took to the microphone more than 60 years ago. She's pressed the pause button, though, while she regathers momentum to get back on air at her Sydney radio station again.
Well, that was spring, spring, spring. And the time now is 17 minutes to 2 o'clock.
It's Thursday afternoon and Betty North is reminiscing on Sydney's community radio station 2NSB.
I wonder how many of you saw Seven Brides and Seven Brothers. My golly, weren't the brothers all so acrobatic?
And the same could be said of Betty herself. At 84, she has 3 weekly radio shows and, according to studio manager Jason Ford, is not keen on giving herself a holiday.
She won't take a break over Christmas or New Year, unless, of course, you know, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, but I had to talk her out of coming in for that.
If you can give pleasure to these people, which you do, that to me is the main thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Her hospital hour is testimony to that. Today she's playing requests from residents at a local nursing home.
Now, a very special thing. Do you know, we're going to talk to somebody who's 100 years old on the 16th of this month. My golly, you're marvellous, Mrs. Lazarus.
With an extremely diverse audience, requests come in for all types of music, so don't be lulled into thinking that Betty just plays old-time tunes. Her shows span all eras.
We haven't any Led Zeppelin today, although we do sometimes. I think the funniest one we had was, what, Crazy House or something like that, isn't it? Yes, oh yes.
Even when Betty's not on air, she's always listening.
She's my ears, so to speak. I can't listen to the radio 24 hours a day, so, you know, she informs me of, you know, things that are going right, things that are going wrong.
Betty's career began almost 70 years ago when, at 16, she won a 2KY competition singing the Aeroplane Jelly jingle. Job offers in commercial radio followed, giving Betty the opportunity to learn the ropes of broadcasting. No experience could have prepared her, however, for her stint at the ABC. When war was declared and the men marched away, the ABC needed women broadcasters desperately.
I had to do all the sports program. I knew nothing about the AFL, had no idea, and didn't even know what it was about. I was just fortunate. I mean, if I did it now, I'd be terrified out of my wits. But I think in those days I was young enough to have a go at anything.
Retired ABC broadcaster John West remembers Betty's contribution well.
Because she had that bubbly, bright personality came through in all her broadcasting, and she was never stuffy or over-precise, but nevertheless, she enunciated her words properly.
Bet, we bought this little cake for you, quite a big cake really, because we're so proud of you.
Betty's off to hospital for a couple of weeks. It's a holiday she doesn't want to take, but comes on doctor's orders.
We love you so much, and because we want to wish you well for your little stint in hospital coming up.
Fans, don't be disappointed. While Betty may be vacating her chair behind the microphone, her dulcet tones will still be heard.
I'm going to go and see her in hospital and actually record her show, so Betty North can be still heard on the station.
Well, it's time for me to say goodbye to you all from Hospital Hour. Thank you so much for that wonderful program. This is Betty North saying goodbye to you all.
Oh, God love you, Betty North. Magnificent voice, magnificent woman. I must get that, was it Crazy House? I must get the Crazy House CD. I think she's in a crowded house, do you think?
I think she may.
I'd like to hear her play Led Zepp too. Coming up, some entertainment ideas for this weekend.